Welcome back to Women in Focus. Nana's Kitchen's owner is our Woman in Focus today, Shelina Bhavani. Shelina, we started the program with you being born in East Africa. The life that we had, I come from the same place, so we had a totally different life. We had a carefree life. Our parents were very successful. Leaving that country and coming here must have been a little difficult.
I wouldn't say leaving for Canada was difficult because I have stayed in London, England.
I see.
And I went back home in 1976.
Right.
So I was there for 5-7 years before moving to Canada.
Right.
Moving to London was more difficult, being a teenager.
Right.
And going from Africa, not knowing anything. Just standing in front of the tube station, trains coming and going, doors closing, saying, what's happening? Because you come from a small town.
Yes.
And you're overprotected.
Yes.
And here you're left alone to discover the world.
Why were you in England?
My older brother was in England, and so hoping that I could stay in England. So went there for a few years. And
Was it good?
It was beautiful because it was the teenage days.
Yes.
And enjoyed thoroughly coming out and exploring the world.
Yes.
A different world, different what I grew up with. I grew up with a carefree, running around, with friends,
Yes.
playing with pebbles, with putting your foot in the dirty water. We grew up with that and we loved it, right? It was a carefree life.
Yes.
So this was like a totally, wow, where did I come? What's happening? That type of a life, right? So
as a child, what did you want to be?
always wanted to be a business person.
Yeah.
I
Family
come
is in business?
totally.
Yeah.
Dad had a couple of hotels,
Yes.
motel styles,
Yeah.
and always saw Dad as a very strong personality. And I think I get my personality and always wanted to be in business for myself. And I think the whole area of our 4 siblings, we've been in business for ourselves.
Good. I think that gives you the feeling of accomplishment.
Yes.
And also, you don't have to answer to anybody else, and the decisions are made by you.
Yes, absolutely.
That is important, isn't it?
That's very important, especially when you're strong-minded. You feel that this is a chance that you can give back.
You talked about when was the very first time that you thought, okay, chalo, let's open a restaurant. We all need to eat. Everybody will eat, and our food is attractive. But the year that you probably came here, we hadn't arrived yet. It wasn't Slumdog Millionaire. It was after Slumdog Millionaire that Indians arrived in the West.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Prior to that, it was difficult to sort of, talk about our food.
Yes. I did video games before getting into the food industry.
Right.
So getting in the food industry was just like a blind hole and falling into it, not knowing anything about the controls and of the food industry.
Right.
So it was quite difficult. And getting into samosas again, which is a heavily saturated market.
Right.
So it was a tough journey to get the sales going, but I think it took time because I think we created a gourmet product. And we stuck by that, saying that we're not going to change the recipe.
Right.
We're not going to do this, but we're going to be, just say who we are.
To be able to get your product be accepted by thousands of people, there is a lot of research that needs to go into it to be able to make it. And frozen, obviously, your factory has to be up to par with everything, right? So all that, where did that come from?
We started as a small, very small venture where we used to, Naseem would cook the samosas in a little pan.
Yes.
And then there was a lady who would come and just make the samosas for us, and I used to go on the road and sell them.
Right.
And that's how our journey started.
Wow.
So I think the acceptance, it was difficult for the acceptance, but I think now people, after 15 years, I can proudly say that they can feel the difference of the two, what's available in town.
Yes.
And again, it's a proud moment for us that we are the only HACCP BRC certified plant in British Columbia.
Isn't that fantastic?
In this category.
Right.
And the government inspector sits there, and we're federally approved. And that's the only way we can ship our product outside.
Right. So everything has to be according to the rules and regulations.
Yes.
You cannot make anything.
No.
So apart from the samosas, you said there's frozen products. Now, acceptance outside of Indian community probably gave you the biggest boost.
That was our biggest boost. That
Yeah.
was our challenge to get in there.
Right.
And same challenge in the US. But we conquered that challenge because I think that we could again say, taste the difference.
Yeah. And it's the taste.
It's the taste. It's the pastry,
Yeah.
the look,
Yes.
the size, something that you can bring home and put it in the oven.
You're right.
From frozen, just throw it and put it in the oven. It's a full meal for you.
Now, are you very particular about how many calories does a product have, and do you have to write all that down on the product as well?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Like if you go to Safeway right now and tell them that I want to see the nutritional, they'll give it to you.
Right.
Because the product is sold in bulk, and they take it out and put it in the deli case.
Right. So, getting the product out to the market, did you have to hire a company that would do your marketing for you, or did
Yeah.
you do it yourself?
In the beginning, I did it myself.
Right.
And right now, we have brokers throughout Canada and USA.
And they look after it.
Yeah, broker go out and look after the business and see what are the new products that we can sell to other companies. They have that. They are already in with the larger companies.
So when you conquered that market and you looked at the South Asian market, there must have been a moment that you thought to myself, I got this market now.
I think it's a very proud moment. I always wanted the South Asian market. I wanted the South Asian market from day one.
Yes.
But as I said, that the acceptance,
Yeah.
things have emerged in the last 15 years. Every day is a milestone.
Wow.
It's a milestone in everybody's life. When you wake up, what you did yesterday, you're not going to do today. But in business, it was a milestone, and I feel that the Indo-Canadian market
Yes.
has come a long way, has come towards the betterment of the society, and it's a proud moment for us.
Well, look at all the products that we have out in the market.
Yes.
I mean, today you would see Save On Foods with special aisles for South Asian food. So that is everybody's hard work that has paid off.
Yes, because I think that we show, I think we're very prominent now. What I'm feeling right now is that 15 years ago, the South Asian market was not prominent. They could not demand saying, we need an aisle. Today, we demand an aisle.
And we get it.
And we get it. Look at the hospital, look
Right.
at everywhere. It's, the prominence that's there, right?
Is there, yeah. I'm going to take a short break and come back and talk about your future plans. But let's take a break. Shelina Mawani is our Woman in Focus today. Don't go away. We'll be right back.